Hola, I'm so glad you're here. My name is Monique Kira Mertens, and what I'm about to share with you has taken me years to step into, and honestly, the better part of my life to fully understand. This video is going to give you a real look at what I do, why I do it, and how I can help you finally close the gap between where you are and who you know you're here to be. So settle in, get some tea. This is for you. This summer, I'm opening up a small number of spots to work with women one-on-one. Women who are driven, who have always known they were meant for more, but who are tired of hustling in the wrong direction, tired of showing up in ways that look good on paper but feel hollow inside. If this is you, you're in exactly the right place. Before I tell you what I do, I want to tell you who I am and how I got here. I've been an entrepreneur for as long as I can remember, an online business manager, helping other entrepreneurs and small business owners build and grow what they've created. And I loved that work. I was great at it. But somehow along the way, I got tired of introducing myself. Not because I was ashamed of what I did, but because I kept showing up as a version of myself that felt incomplete. Like I was doing all the right things, following all the right steps, and still feeling like I was standing just slightly to the left of the person I knew I was meant to be. I had always seen myself as a businesswoman. That was never in question. But the gap between who I was in my vision and who I was showing up as in my daily life, that gap was exhausting to carry. And then in 2025, I lost my dad. Suddenly, without warning. My dad was the person who, from the time I was a little girl, told me I would be a business owner. He saw it in me before I fully saw it in myself. He encouraged every single entrepreneurial idea I ever had, no matter how big, no matter how early. He was my loudest believer. And losing him gave me something I didn't expect: clarity. Grief has a way of burning away everything that isn't essential. And what was left, what became crystal clear was this: I had been wasting time, not in a way that was visible from the outside, but internally. I knew. I knew I had been circling around something instead of walking straight into it. And I decided, in his honor, to stop circling. Around that same time, I was introduced to astrology in a way I had never encountered before. I want to be clear, I had always known about astrology, sun sign, moon sign, the basic, but I had never looked at my chart in real depth. When I finally did, when I looked at the parts of my chart that speak to your public purpose, the direction your soul is being called toward, and the wound that you've spent your life healing, my jaw dropped. Not because it was mysterious or vague, but because it was precise. It was describing in perfect language the exact work I had always felt called to do, the exact wounds I had spent years healing, the exact path my soul had been nudging me toward all along. There it was, my calling, my direction, and my greatest wounds all mapped out. And every single one of them had pointed directly at what I was already doing, what I had always been moving toward, and the transformation I had already lived and was now here to help others move through. The separation between who I was and who I was becoming, it wasn't as far as I thought. The map had always been there. So I built Small Wins Big Magic, not just as a business, but as the program I wish had existed when I needed it most. Because here's what I know to be true. The distance between who you are right now and the person you're becoming, that distance is an illusion. The separation feels real. God, it can feel impossibly real. But your future self isn't someday. She's already here. She's been here. You just need a compass to find her. And that compass is already written in your chart. Here's what working with me looks like. We start with your chart, looking at the parts that speak to what you're called to do in the world, the direction your soul has been moving toward, and where your deepest wound becomes your greatest gift. Together, these form what I call your cosmic compass. They tell us what you're called to, the direction you're meant to move, and where your healing becomes your purpose. From there, we look at your whole self, not just the stars, but your body, your mind, your daily habits, and the places where you've been leaking energy without even realizing it. We built a practice that is yours, a daily check-in that anchors you, a strategy that actually fits your life, your energy, your purpose, not someone else's formula. I come to this work differently than most coaches because I'm not just an astrologer. I'm a certified mindfulness and yoga practitioner, a Pilates instructor, a holistic health coach, and I'm currently completing my master's in education for transformational teaching. I hold space for the whole person because alignment isn't just a thought, it lives in your body. It shows up in your habits. It either grows or shrinks with every small decision you make each day. And the small wins, they're where the magic actually lives. I want to be honest with you about something. I don't believe in a one-size-fits-all version of success. Should you be waking up at 5 a.m. or giving yourself permission to rest? Pushing harder or pulling back? Working more or protecting your energy? The answer is not the same for everyone, and anyone who tells you it is isn't seeing you. Astrology helps us meet your energy where it actually is. It gives us language for what has always been true about you. And it gives you the confidence to stop following someone else's roadmap and start walking your own. Wherever you are right now, whether you're burnt out at a crossroad or you just know that something is off, you're in the right place. You don't have to have it figured out. You just have to be willing to look. Because everything you need to understand about where you're going has already been written. It's in your chart. It's in your body. It's a small voice you've been half listening to for years. It's time to listen all the way. Here's how we can work together. If you're just getting started, the Cosmic Alignment Report is your first step. For just $22, you'll receive a personalized look at your chart, your placements, your roadmap, what they mean for you specifically, plus 1 month of VIP access to the Small Wins Big Magic app to build your daily practice. If you want to go deeper, the Blueprint session is a private one-on-one with me. We map your alignment together and we build a personal strategy for where you're going. And for the woman that's ready to go all in, the Whole Person Strategy Intensive is the full container. Body, mind, chart, and aligned action all at once, all in one place. I keep this work intentionally small and intimate because that's the only way I know how to do it well. So spots this summer are limited, and if something in this video landed for you, if something stirred, I want you to trust that. That is not an accident. Your chart already knew you'd be here. If you're ready, if you feel that pull, just reply and say, I'm ready. That's it. I'll take it from there. We'll get on a call, get to know each other, talk about where you are and where you want to go, and I'll answer every question you have. Think of it like a virtual coffee chat with a friend who also happens to have your chart in front of her. I'm so honored that you watched this all the way through. That tells me something about you, that you're serious, that you're ready, and that your future self has been waiting for this moment. She exists, not just on paper. Let's go find her together. I'm Monique Kira Mertens. This is Small Wins Big Magic, and I'll see you soon.